Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and I really appreciate your time. So I'm going to be just briefly speaking on this entire situation with Nicki Minaj defending Jesy, going on IG Live with this Blackfish and white woman and defending her. It's crazy to me because while I was not completely surprised, even though I was a little disappointed, because of the ways that Nicki Minaj has moved in the past, there were definitely telltale signs that she would end up here. I'm just really unsure what her end game is. Like, I'm unsure what it is that she thinks is ultimately going to happen now that she has made all these choices to align herself with things that are very raggedy, just not good, just not good looks. You know, this whole thing with her husband is just like, listen, and this is what my husband told me a while ago when we were discussing this. He made this point, which is probably the truth. What I think is probably the truth. In the past, Nicki Minaj talked about how in the industry she felt disrespected a lot. She felt like because she had a very sexually explicit image, very sexualized image, her lyrics were sexually explicit, that people in real life would expect her to be the same way. And she was in a couple situations where she felt disrespected. And now that she's with this man who's like a goon, that makes her feel protected. And I completely understand it. I do. Trust me. However, you cannot be with this man and expect for the public to not look at you or judge you or think certain things about you. It's understandable that you love him and he makes you happy. Great. However, his past is not going to be undone just because you're Nicki Minaj and he's now your husband. And the fact that you are helping him intimidate one of his victims, that's so disgusting. Like, I can't imagine what he's telling her to cause her to think that intimidating this woman to be quiet about what she experienced is okay. It's like you decided to be with him. Now you have to deal with the man that you decided to be with. And it should not be something that you take out on another woman. It's not her fault that he chose to victimize her. You know what I mean? And it's like all of the things about her past, possibility that she was paying for her brother's lawyer fees, just if you go back and read the details of that case, what he's accused of doing to that child and her brother it's like unthinkable. That's disgusting. And then your affiliation with 6ix9ine, it's like I just don't understand her alliance with these people. And now you're on IG Live defending a white woman who is not only using her imagery and the black girl aesthetic that I would think you would want to defend, but she's using your name. She's using your status as Nicki Minaj to back up her career, as she wants to be a solo artist. So she's using you in so many different ways, as well as using you to defend her against another black woman. It's like, I commented this a couple of days ago. It's like Nicki is going off the deep end, and I just don't understand her end game. I don't understand what she thinks is going to be here, when everything is said and done. I know she's definitely Nicki Minaj. She's definitely established herself. She's one of the most iconic female rappers. However, that is not the only thing that we're going to remember about you now, unfortunately. And what I think is weird is how she's on live and she's just like, she's coming at Leanne and she's like calling her a clown. She's calling somebody else a clown. And basically saying like, oh, this whole time you were getting money with her and you didn't say anything about her. Like implying that she is hating on Jesy for starting her solo career. And that's why now she's trying to bring up all this stuff about her. Nicki, weren't you just complaining about this a few years ago about all the racism in the music industry, about how, you constantly felt like you were butting heads against, the racist execs who didn't want you to do this and didn't want you to do that, right? Nicki was just talking about that. She was just talking about the racism in the industry, why she hasn't gotten a Grammy. So you do understand why, if you're in a girl group and you're in a budding girl group at that, why you might not be able to speak out and say how you honestly feel about your bandmates. I'm sure you understand it. So for you to hurl that at Leanne like it's a valid point is very strange, especially on behalf of someone who is clearly blackfishing. If you take a good look at Jesy, and I mean no shade, her skin is too dark for her to be a white woman. The hairstyles, the wigs that she chooses, the cornrows, the afro, it's like, then the clothes that she puts on, as well as the black people that she surrounds herself with, people of color she surrounds herself with as props in her videos and her TikTok videos. It's the same shit Miley did. She did it already. But when she was done doing it, she took off her black girl costume. And it's like, while I was watching these clips of Nicki going at Leanne, like going at her, and I'm sitting here thinking like, Nicki, you at no point noticed that this white woman looks strange. You haven't realized that the huge lips that she got on her face that look like wax lips don't even look like real lips. You know what I mean? You haven't realized that this is clearly someone's desperate attempt to partake in the benefits of racial ambiguity on social media, right? And this is an ongoing discussion that different content creators are having, particular Black women content creators, about how our imagery is picked apart and pieces of our actual physical identity are taken and then added to a non-Black person, and then they are perceived as beautiful and desirable. When they're on us, they're a problem or they're not good enough. We have been having this conversation for I don't even know how long. Like, why is it that when we have full lips and kinky hair and dark skin, it's not cool, but when Jesy goes and tans herself 6 shades darker, gets these crazy looking lips, you know, where's the black girl aesthetic, the big earrings, you know, the baggy jeans, the whole East LA style, and she throws on a kinky curly wig. Why are you not picking this up? Why are you not seeing this? And you want to speak on all of these issues. You're so vocal about everything else except for the matter of your husband. And that is so disingenuous. And it really speaks to her character. If I ever was in a weird space being a fan of Nicki Minaj, now I definitely am. Because now I look at her as someone who is like that bitter old auntie who everything about her is anti-Black. Everything about her is just sexist. She just says horrible things, and she passes on, you know, mindsets to her nieces and her nephews and any other girls she can influence that are harmful to her personality and identity. That's how I'm starting to see Nicki Minaj. You know, and it's unfortunate, but this is clearly the path that she has chosen, and this is where she wants to place and align herself. This is a choice that she has made. It's a misinformed choice, but this is clearly what she believes in. And yeah, I'm good on that. If she has any more bops that comes out or features where she is doing her thing, you know, I'll give her props on that. Other than that, Nicki Minaj, the person, Onika Maraji, Petty, I don't like her. I don't. I'm not feeling her, and it's a shame that this is how she's choosing to go out. You know, she's older. She finally has the child she wants, the marriage she wants, and it's like, you would think that you would be content and happy and peaceful, but you know. That's all I have to say on this topic. Please comment below if you are feeling what I'm saying, and please be respectful. And if you would like to hear more of my commentary, make sure you are subscribed as well as have your notification bell turned on. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.